Today I'm going to break down for you what is making life feeling so needing so much force and pushing to make things happen instead of flawless life, flawless success. Because high performance without deep spiritual alignment, I'm going to explain that it is just controlling chaos. But when you merge the two, the spiritual alignment and that physical action that must come from a place of excitement, of passion, this is will going to free you while you keep leveling up and keep moving from a level of success to a higher level of success. Rhythmic way. First, the most powerful people in the world, those who built empires, shift industries, create legacies, they are just strategic. They are deeply, profoundly connected. Connected to what? This is very important. They are actually connected to their inner knowledge, to their core energy. They aren't functioning only from the mind, but also from that inner knowledge, that inner knowing, to the unseen forces guiding every move they make, to the energies that shapes their realities before a single action is taken. They know and then they act from that knowing. So success isn't just about learning skill. You can read as many books about how to be successful in a particular domain. But if you don't have that inner knowledge, if you are not using that, it will seem so hard. It will seem so power consuming, force consuming. So success is about the frequency you're functioning from. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And you are what beliefs you hold and what you think. And everything, every thought you have is linked to an emotion, and it creates your energy. And that energy is vibrating on a certain frequency. That is your frequency. So, if you're operating from control, stress, fear of losing the success you've already achieved, you're overthinking it. How can I be more successful, or how can I maintain this success? You will create more of it. It will be very force consuming, as I said, and it will make you not creative, not inspired, because you're stuck in that frequency of fear, overthinking, and control. So the real question is that, are you leading from force and control, or are you leading from flow? The three spiritual principles high performers use. The first one is very important. It is detachment. The power of neutrality. The ones who win the biggest play from a place of neutrality, not attachments. That is to say, those people, those high performers, are not at all attached to a certain outcome. They know what they want. They know their goals, but they are not attached to it. They don't feel like their worth, personal worth, is attached to that outcome, or their personal value is attached to that outcome. Because why? Because they are connected to their inner knowing, and in our inner knowing, the energy core, when we are connected to that, we know our worth. We know we are worthy. We know we are powerful. We know we are capable, and we know what to do next. And we trust the process. These people who act from detachment, they know that when they are too emotionally attached to an outcome, it will distort their decisions. They'll move from fear instead of clarity. So being attached to an outcome, it will make you make the wrong decisions because you're fear driven. Detachment doesn't mean not caring about the outcome. It means you know what you want, but before that, you know who you are. If you're holding that outcome, you know what you want, that you want that outcome. But before knowing that, you know who you are. You know that you are so powerful and worthy, and that you don't need that. It is just something you are manifesting or creating, because it represents your excitement. So try this. Next time you're making a big decision, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, am I acting from trust or from control? Then adjust your decisions. So this was the first principle, detachment. Second principle is intuitive execution. Trusting your inner CEO, your inner knowledge that knows even when you think that you don't know. Your energy core knows what best for you, knows what needs to be done. So your mind, our mind, thinking mind, physical mind is brilliant, but our intuition is beyond intelligence. Beyond it, it is limitless. It is related and part of the universal intelligence, which is infinite and which it contains all probabilities, all possibilities. So it has solutions for everything in a ways we cannot even imagine. That is intuition. It is your direct link to the highest probabilities, your intuition, the best opportunities, and the quantum path of least resistance. The people who you admire, those who make bold moves, they always seem to know everything. They aren't guessing. You know what they are doing? They are trusting. They do the step they can act on right now, and they are not trying to control what next. I must know what will happen. I must have this and this. No, they are trusting. The key, stop looking outside for answers. Start looking within. Slow down. Create silence in your day. This is very important. High performers if you observe